to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on.
Here we go, sliding. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54, sliding. Under 10, 26.
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. Early in this.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Christian Wilkins in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. This is taken at the 23. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 28-yard line.
Mike 50. Wait, there it is. Mike 54. Nice, sweetheart.
Fitzpatrick on 1st down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Robert Quinn. Able to record his 5th sack of the season.
A loss of 7 on the sack. It's 2nd down.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Fitzpatrick. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. No.
They go play action. Fitzpatrick. They're able to locate Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 big plays in succession, and the Dolphins on the move.
50. Right, 80.
Let's set a tone.
You got 5 out here. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Yo, Kittle. Switch. Watch twist. Left.
This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Throwing Fitzpatrick. 5, and it got him 7 yards.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
52 and 56. 52 and 56.
From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Wait. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return will stop right around the 25. Parker unable to get that one. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 27, Prescott, throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
Here comes Grant on the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams, an 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got it. The tight end, Allen. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Running for the shotgun with Drake. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Fitzpatrick from the gun on 3rd down. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside. And that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down.
Now Drake loses the football. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They can't hang with us.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
We're going to keep getting sacks.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
After the sack on first down, Prescott on the crossing route. He hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards the pickup there. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing. Prescott forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Charles Harris picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move, the Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska.